What's up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and I'm just going to do a quick video. I've had a few PMs lately of people asking me. I live in basically posing a question. I live in Canada. As do you. I noticed that you have a bit of knowledge of the knife stuff there. At least it looks like you do, I guess. And if you live here in Canada, it's really hard to get knives. So basically what they're asking is, if I could only get to my Canadian Tire store, or a couple of them actually said that, like, I live in a really rural area, I don't get to, I don't shop online really. I don't, if I were to go to Canadian Tire or Walmart and be able to pick up, a decent folding knife for EDC use and for camping and hiking and stuff like that, which it is the camping and sort of hiking season sort of kicking off there. We've had a ton of rain here lately, but still it's that time of the year. What would you recommend is basically what they want to know. Like the PMs weren't all along those lines, but they basically added up to the same deal. I've got 3 knives here in front of me, and basically I'm going to give just a bit of a couple minute talk about each one, and explain why I would pick these 3 knives as easily accessible, EDC / hiking, camping knives. Basically, before I say anything, you're gonna say, well, geez, get a fixed blade. That's a camping knife. I'm not talking about, most of them have. One of the guys actually had a buck 110. I'm not talking about, the fixed blade knives. I'm talking about, a budget, EDC / camping folding knife. Do your food tests, open some packages, cut some cordage, maybe process, some tinder, and just things of that nature. The easiest way to say that, things of that nature. So here's 3 that I have that I would put in that class. Inexpensive, easy to get here in Canada. A good, not bulletproof, but a really really good options, I guess. Basically, the first one here, everybody knows that symbol. This is the Grylls Scout. Now, it's about a $30 knife here in Canada. You can get it at Canadian Tire or Walmart. I've put this thing through hell and back, and it's held up very well. I've had to sharpen it, I don't know how many times, but I've done everything from cut, soup cans in half to, I took it to work one day and scraped out an old grill that was, just had stuff caked on it, and used this basically as a scraper and scraped all that stuff off for 3 hours. So, this knife got used for 3 hours. It was actually good in my hand. It didn't, there's no real hot spots on it, and, it held up very well. Lockup's exactly the same as when I bought it, and I've done a lot of stuff with it. This would be a very good option. $30 knife, easy to find at at Canadian Tire or Walmart. They usually always have them. As I said, yes, you can get them to very much probably cheaper online, but we're talking about physically walking into a Canadian Tire or Walmart in a rural area here in Canada. So easy to find. That's a first recommendation there. Grylls Scout. These are basically made with the 7CR 17 MOV, which is basically 440A steel. A lot of the Gerber knives are made that way with that particular steel. And so, like I said, very good option. Tough enough knife, and easy to find. The number 2 here was another one. Another survival person, I guess, kind of survival entity kind of knife. It's a Stroud SK Desert by Camillus. It's got titanium nitride coating, which I scratched quite a bit off. This is a knife I always use to strike my fire steel. I don't use it comes with the fire steel, we'll get to that, but I don't use that one. It's a liner lock, very grippy handle. Fits in your hand very well. I really like the way this holds up for long-term tasks. It's held an edge very well. Not 100% on the blade steel right now, and I did know, and I wasn't obviously prepared very well for this video because I just was reading another PM a little while ago, and I said I'm going to do that, the video I've been thinking about. Really tough pocket clip. One thing that I will say about this knife for sure is I've done a lot of stuff, a baton with it and everything, and the lockup is still rock solid. I mean, a little tiny bit of play, but nothing at all serious. And nothing that couldn't be fixed by, adjusting your pivot screw. So this knife here, $19.99, guys. Fire steel comes out like so. And if you, I'm not gonna flick it, but basically there you go. You got your spark. Now, if you watch my videos, or if you care to go back and watch another video of mine, I actually broke one of these fire steels in trying to use it. Basically practicing with it, and I did 3 or 4 flicks and it broke in half. So it will work. You could even still use the broken end, but I like the knife itself so much I actually went back out and actually returned the other broken, like the one with the broken fire steel, for this one here, and I'm happy I did so. So like I said, fire steel on it, not the best. I would really only use it as emergency only kind of deal. They make a couple other knives, the Camillus does, the less Stroud line, and fire steels on those are actually quite a bit better. Not 100%, but they're quite a bit better. Last but not least here, if you're more, these two here, the Grylls and the less Stroud, they're obviously geared towards this, your survival folding knife. Now, 90% of us here in Canada, it's really densely populated here, so you most likely live in the country, or are in the country, at some point in your week, or in your day even, and so they're more geared towards that, but still really good EDC knives as well. This knife here, you could do anything with that way. This is the Gerber Swagger. Price range right around the same, in the middle of each one, I guess you'd say. I just oiled it so it's a bit shiny there, but really good knife. G10 handles. This one here is a frame lock. Partially serrated clip point. You got some D10 texturing on the blade, which is kind of cool. I've done a lot with this knife, and it's never affected the coating. The rat one there you can see in the background, everybody knows the coating on that is crap, and I mean, I've used it a lot and it's starting to scrape off. I've used this one very much, so it hasn't started to chip or anything, so kudos to Gerber for that one. Coating's really good. This has basically the same as the Grylls knife, 7CR 17 MOV, which is basically 440A steel. I really like this knife, and if you're looking for a good EDC knife and easily accessible here in Canada, I've been to 3 different Canadian tires in my region here in New Brunswick, and they've all carried this Gerber Swagger. So this is a knife that they carry. The action on it's beautiful. It's just ambidextrous thumb studs there. Awesome knife. Really, for the price, awesome. I got this on sale for $22, but they're back up to close to 40, guys, so that kind of sucks. You could probably get it cheaper at varying stores, but it is what it is kind of thing, but it's worth every penny for sure. And I've said that on a couple other videos, but awesome knife right there. Really workable jimping on the top. It's sort of upswept, so your thumb goes there. It just fits in your hand perfect. I'm going to EDC this one here tonight, actually. Going out to go to a bit of a little party, I guess, and I was going to carry that with me. A couple people want a paracord bracelets there, so I'll use that to cut my paracord. Anyway, I hope this has sort of helped out to the few PMs that I got there about this topic. Basically, like I said, this is 3 easily accessible knives here in Canada, for your backpacking or EDC purposes. So I hope it helped, guys. And yeah, I recommend all 3, and they've all held up very well. So anyway, guys, this is Maritime Spook signing out. Keep your stick on the ice and enjoy your weekend.